Hello and welcome to Moneycontrol. My name is Ashwin Mohan, and today we're going to talk about India Inc.'s first IPO in the COVID-19 lockdown phase. Yes, you heard that right. We're finally getting an IPO after a hiatus of 4 months, 4 long months during the COVID-19 lockdown period, where no one has dared to hit the domestic capital markets with a listing. Remember, the last company to do so was 4 months back, and that was, of course, in the pre-lockdown era where you had the big bang high-profile IPO by SBI Cards and Payment Services. So who's this company that is going to make its debut during this challenging environment? The name of this company is Rossari Biotech. It's a Mumbai-based specialty chemicals company, and the IPO is going to launch on July 13th. That's Monday, and the listing ceremony is likely to take place around 23rd July. So that's great news for the domestic capital markets, because finally someone from India Inc. is taking the plunge. Now, why is this IPO so significant? This IPO is significant because it's the first IPO in the COVID-19 lockdown phase. Remember, many companies have deferred or postponed their IPO plans because of the choppy nature of the capital markets, because of a huge dip in valuations, and of course because of the negative sentiment surrounding the economic damage that COVID-19 has done. In fact, according to data from Prime Database, more than 30 companies with valid approvals from market regulator SEBI for the IPOs have not gone ahead with their plans as yet. Which are some of these companies? They include the likes of Burger King, Sami Hotels, Imami Cement. So across sectors, there are many such companies waiting in the pipeline, and the hope and the expectation, of course, is that with Rossari Biotech taking the plunge, many of these other companies who are waiting in the wings will also be enthused to fast track their IPO plans. So that's as far as the importance of this IPO is concerned. Now let's take a closer look at certain points to ponder as far as the company is concerned, Rossari Biotech. If you look at Rossari Biotech, as I mentioned earlier, it's a specialty chemicals company based out of Mumbai. It operates in four major categories. You've got home, you've got personal care, you've got textile chemicals. In fact, textile chemicals has been its traditional strength for many years. And you also have animal health and nutrition. Now, what's really interesting about Rossari Biotech is that we're given to understand that during the COVID-19 phase, it made a killing and its business boomed. Because what happened was that it manufactured a lot of disinfectants and sanitizers. And because disinfectants and sanitizers do not fall under, in fact, they do fall, beg your pardon, in the essential items category. That's the reason why there was a lot of production. There was a tilt towards production from textile chemicals to disinfectants and sanitizers. And of course, that led to their business doing much better. And maybe that's one of the reasons why they accelerated their IPO plans. Now, if you look at some of their listed peers, some of the listed peers of Rossari Biotech include the likes of Aarti Industries, Galaxy Surfactants. It's also got several high-profile clients like HUL, Arvind, IFB Industries. And this company is present not only in India, but it's also present in 17 overseas countries, including Vietnam and Bangladesh. It's a 500 crore IPO, and it's likely to be a mixture of primary and secondary issue of shares, and it's mainly going to be used to repay debt. So that's one component, and also for working capital and other general corporate purposes. So those are some details regarding the company. Axis Capital and ICICI Securities are the merchant bankers working on this IPO. And of course, the big expectation from the streets would be to see whether or not there are any listing gains come the listing ceremony of Rossari Biotech. So it'll be interesting to see how retail and institutional investors respond to this much awaited IPO. That's all for this edition of Moneycontrol's Editor's Take. Stay tuned for more news and updates.